I'm spare no expense. I'm breaking out the best for you guys. I'm breaking out the best for you guys. You see, I did my hair. Did my hair. All right, let's get this started. Let's get this started. I'm gonna hit a reset there because the game can lock in some RNG values during the demo section. And the timer's gonna start when I get control assignment at the beginning of the first level here. And I actually have some exciting news to report to you guys today because Castlevania is kind of going nuts right now. It is going nuts. So for the most part, I'm just gonna be using the normal strats. You know, these are kind of like world record minus a few pretty risky strats here and there, but you know, pretty good strats. We didn't get a stopwatch there. If you kill a ghost on 1 out of every 16 frames, you get a stopwatch, which we need to do a frame perfect trick in the next screen. But what I'm really excited to tell you about aren't the classic strats. It's kind of what's been happening in the Castlevania community for the past week. So a new task. Oh, we did get the stopwatch. All right, let's go for it. I mean, we're here. We got the stopwatch. Let's go for the frame perfect trick. Saves 4 seconds. I'll probably fail it, but let's see what happens. The trick is I need to stop time on the very first frame of the screen. Focus. Okay, we were early, but that's okay. Being early is definitely much better than being late. So I'm just gonna stand here and try to get a bat boost here. This might fail. Ah, okay, good. We got it. We got the backup. So we're on just a normal pace here. No, nothing too bad has happened yet. The stopwatch is also really important for the first boss because I'm gonna go for a critical hit on the first boss. I may miss it, and if I do miss it, then I can use the stopwatch as kind of a backup strat to lock the boss in place and whip him down. So let me wrap up this stage here, and I'll tell you what's been happening the past week in Castlevania. All right, got that in. That's pretty good. All right, missed the awkward orb grab there. Lost 0.1 seconds there. Feels bad. Okay, so a new task came out last year, and by Challenger, who's one of the guys that's been working on the tasks of this game for several years. And the task exploited this newfound glitch where if you tap on like even or odd number frames, left and right every other frame, you can manipulate where the game draws the blocks that Simon uses to jump across. You know, so you know we kind of figured that was a task only trick. It saved a lot of time because you were kind of able to rewrite the layout of a lot of levels and skip a lot of time, or save a lot of time by skipping a lot of content, which is you know every speedrunner wants to do that, right? I'm gonna do a little Medusa boost here. Probably the first trick I learned in this game was that Medusa boost. It's very easy, but it also saves like a ton of time because that's a big like backwards C-shaped room that we get to skip. But anyway, so, you know, everybody just kind of was like, oh, that's task only. That's, you know, that's cool, but, you know, we're not going to see anything like that in RTA. Famous last words, right? So, a couple of weeks ago, a relatively newer runner named Nat, they were playing through level 3, and they kind of like they kind of got off script. The enemies on the screen got a little out of hand, and they were kind of in damage mode, just kind of whipping stuff down and everything. I'm gonna try a critical hit here too. Let's see if we can get this. Nice, got that in. And what they noticed is when they got the situation taken care of, and they continued to go left, which is the direction you need to go to beat the level, they noticed that some blocks were a little out of place in level 3, and they're like, huh, that's kind of weird. So, you know, they reported it, or somebody reported it up in the speedrunning channel, and got some extra eyes on it. So that there. We lost our potion, that sucks. Oh, we got a money bag though. That's pretty good for us actually. So those are quote unquote random drops that I need to move through this level, but we can talk about that later. Oh, that wasn't a money bag though. Interesting. Oof. Maybe I should just get back to story time here because when I'm trying to actually play the game, that's when all hell breaks loose. So, and very much, actually, this is the exact screen that Nat was moving around on, trying to deal with those fleamen in the very same way there. So, what happened was, they reported up to the Discord, and SBD Wolf, the current world record holder, okay, that's fine. Missed my holy water toss there. Okay, got the X. Okay, we're back on track. We're back on track. We're pretty good on hearts. Everything's fine. So, SBD Wolf started playing around with it with task tools. And, long story short, SBD Wolf found that you were actually able to exploit that glitch with much fewer conditions than the tasks used to exploit it. And he reported his findings to the Discord. This was on, I think, Thursday of this week. No, Wednesday, I think. And it was off to the races, right? I immediately just like, I stopped what I'm doing at work. I hope my boss isn't watching right now, even though I asked him to watch. I stopped what I'm doing at work, and I fired up my Nintendo and, started taking a look at it. And, I was thinking, like, basically what you needed to do is you need to hold down left, but tap right for a frame. So I kind of like what I decided to do was I used the method that Lack Attack uses for screen scrolling in Legend of Zelda. Ooh, am I gonna get there? Okay. Nice, got that back up in. Didn't have a double shot there, so it was a little spicy. And I wasn't able to do it, but I felt pretty good about the motion. I reported to Discord what I was doing. But at the same time, the real Bong, another great player that actually invented these cool crit setups that we're doing for the Medusa and the Frankenstein boss in this run. He started taking a look at it, and he was actually able to reproduce it RTA. Excuse me, and basically we're in this really exciting period in Castlevania right now where we may be able to exploit a glitch that's very hard to do, but I kind of see it as the transition from like the kind of intended, with some glitches, but kind of the intended route of the game, moving into the area of the game, kind of similar to Super Mario Brothers, where you're doing flagpole glitches and clipping through blocks and stuff like that. So, it's wild right now. It's wild. And the cool thing is because there's a frame rule system in this game. So any screen with a red door, this one included, it only lets you pass through the red door every 16 frames. Oh man, my cat is coming up here. He's gonna mess me up. No. Okay, you gotta leave, dude. You gotta leave. Peace out. Yeah, not invited. Sorry about that. that's cat life, right? So like this red door right here, watch the animation. You see how it took it a few frames to kind of open up right there? That's how your frame rules are governed. I'm good. So my partner came down to see if she could snag the cat from me, but no, we're doing all right. So there's a couple spots in level 5, and I'm not gonna get them, but I'll go for them. Okay, we missed the crit there. That's all right. There's a couple spots in level 5 because of the way frame rules work. You can kind of free roll them, right? Because you have the amount of time that's in a normal frame rule versus when you kind of get it's a really easy screen to do perfectly. Quote unquote perfectly without losing any time with like the traditional route. So you actually have a few frames there to mess around with the trick and see if you can make something happen. So I'll try it out. It's probably not gonna work, but what the hey, right? Like it's a free roll. This isn't we're not doing PB attempts here. We're just kind of showing off the game. So let's see if we get lucky. Let's see if we get lucky. Yeah, so kind of just doing some standard boost here. I'm gonna try a meat grab here. That's an old school task trick that evade captcha. That's how it always goes, right? Like it's like, oh, only the task can do this, and then some human is like, actually, I think I could do this too. So evade captcha taught me how to do this trick. I'm gonna try to grab the meat here. Okay, we partially clipped into the block, so we were still able to get the meat faster, but ideally you land on the block on the way down. That's all good. Okay, so here's stage 14. So here's the stage that we're gonna try to do the glitches on, up on the next screen here. So what I'm gonna try to do, once I get to the top of the stairs here, is I'm gonna hold left and I'm gonna try to tap right twice for 1 frame each time. Okay, we didn't get any of them that time. And then we have another opportunity down here to do it again. Again, like the probability of me getting this is essentially 0, but why not try, right? Okay. I don't think I got it there either. Nah, okay. So if I'd gotten this one, these blocks on the bottom there, they would not have been there. And you could just walk straight through instead of having to climb the stairs, kill the knight, come back down the stairs. Like, so clearly that saves a lot of time. So, you know, we're kind of at this exciting point where, like, the game's kind of blowing up right now, and we don't know what the future is going to look like. Me and the other guys on the mod team, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do with categories. You know, is this closer to like a wrong warp, like in Super Mario Brothers 3, or like a Mega Man 1 arbitrary code execution, or is this closer to, you know, flagpole glitches and such? You know, is it going to break the meta so much that we have to create a new category? So it's just a really exciting time in Castlevania. Okay, nice, good death kill there. So, you know, it's a really exciting time to get into the game. Our resources are just getting out of control good. Like, we're led by SBD Wolf, we have a concerted effort to improve the wiki for the game and get a lot of tutorials and explanations for even the most advanced strats out there for players. From the beginning strats to the most advanced strats for players out there. We're doing weekly races every Thursday night where we get, you know, half a dozen to 10 people on the regular. And we're just playing all the time. There's a lot of active runners on the speedrun right now. And I think that this is an awesome game to pick up. It's relatively easy to pick up, but as you can probably guess from the stuff I've been saying, the ceiling is really high, especially right now. The ceiling was already high. We're hot off another exciting period where there was a race to be the first player to get an 11:19. My PB in this game is 11:22. But oh, I missed the jump there. A little scary because you can fall in that pit. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the safety meat just so we don't accidentally goof on Dracula and go overestimate here. But you know, it's just, you know, it's just back to back. We had this really exciting period. A lot of new strats came out, you know, that were saving, you know, tenths of a second each. And there was a race to drive down the time to sub 11 minutes and 20 seconds. And SBD Wolf got that time a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago or so. And now we have this new discovery that people are wondering, can we get under 11 minutes even? So it's just wild. It's just wild, y'all. Okay, didn't get a crit, so this will be a little bit of a longer fight. If I were a good little boy, I would not try to do a backup crit, but we got it. We got it. Okay, and then, as you've been able to tell for the rest of the run, a lot of bosses you can kind of just, you can really just shut down by stun locking with the holy water, and Dracula's second form is no exception. And that's time. Oh, my timer didn't stop. It's not stopping at all. What gives? I don't know what's going on with this. But that was about a 12:30. Space, start, split. Reset, left, yeah. Why doesn't that work? Why isn't my spacebar working? Okay, I don't know why the timer's not working, y'all. I don't know why the timer's not working, but it's not. So, oh, okay, it's because I need a new timer. I think I'm using the layout that came with the pack, but I think there's thank you, Ray. Turn it off and back on again. Yeah, exactly, Pyle. Exactly. It's more than one split. I imported the layout, but I forgot to reset it to a single split. So that's on me. But about a 12-minute, 30-second run. Yeah, so I'd encourage anybody that's kind of been interested in speedrunning to pick up Castlevania. A lot of people come into the Castlevania community with Castlevania as their first run. Or I'm sorry, a lot of people come into the speedrunning community as Castlevania, myself included, as Castlevania as their first run because it's a relatively simple game to learn and it's a lot of fun. And it's short, which is always great. But yeah, so be sure to stick around. There's been a lot of great games this morning. I've been watching all morning.